You know that feeling when your mind just won't shut off? It feels like a storm you just can't calm down. Well, today we're going to dive into a really powerful story about finding peace, not by adding more, but by learning to let go. So, does your mind ever feel like that? Just a whirlwind of thoughts, worries, and all those what ifs that just refuse to settle down? Yeah, it's a feeling I think we all know way too well.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's this constant battle going on inside our heads. On one side, you've got all that clutter, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, just that restless feeling. And on the other side is what we're all searching for, that calm focus, being in the present, finding that stillness. This is the exact struggle our story's all about.
All right, so let's meet our main character. His name is Marco. He's only 24, but his mind is just constantly racing. I mean, thoughts about his past make him sad, and worries about his future have him so exhausted, he can't even smile anymore. His inner world is just a total mess. So one day, Marco hears about this wise old man, a former psychologist, actually, who lives a really quiet life up in the hills. And for the first time in a long time, Marco feels this tiny spark of hope. He starts to think, hey, maybe this guy can help me. So he decides to go on a long journey to find him. So when he finally gets there, to this small little home, Marco just lays it all out. He explains how restless he is, how desperate he is for some peace. The old man, he just listens, very patiently, and then gives him this calm smile and says he has a small task for him. And this is where it gets really interesting. The wise man doesn't give him some complicated advice or a long lecture. Nope. Instead, he just hands Marco a glass of water and gives him a task that, on the surface, sounds pretty simple. The instructions were super clear. Take this glass, which is filled right to the very top with water. Walk all the way through the village and back. And the one rule, don't spill a single drop. You see, the challenge wasn't about the walk. It was about the intense focus it was going to take. And, of course, the path wasn't quiet at all. The village was alive and bustling. You've got people running around, shopkeepers yelling out to customers, dogs barking everywhere. It was basically an environment perfectly designed for distraction, a real test for a mind like Marco's. But here's the thing. Something incredible happened. With all that chaos swirling around him, Marco's focus became absolute. He just walked slowly, carefully, and his entire world shrank down to just the shimmering surface of the water in that glass. And you know what? He did it. He returned without spilling a drop. So Marco's feeling pretty proud of himself, as you can imagine. But the real lesson? Oh, that was just getting started. The old man just nodded, smiled that same calm smile, and started to explain what that little task was really all about. Well done, the wise man says. But tell me something. Did you see the children playing on the side of the road? And Marco, kind of surprised, had to admit that no, he hadn't. All he saw was the glass. Then the old man asks him again, did you hear the dogs barking? And again, Marco says no. He hadn't noticed any of it. He was so completely absorbed in what he was doing that the entire noisy world outside had just faded away. And there it is, the big secret. The wise man explained, when your mind stays completely in the present moment, there is no space for fear, no confusion, and no extra thoughts. Think about it. Just as Marco's mind had no room for the village distractions, it also had no room for his usual sadness or his constant worry. So what is this exactly? It's a little something called present moment awareness. It's simply the state of being completely focused on the now. You're not stuck regretting what was or feeling anxious about what might be. You're just right here with this one single thing. In that moment, it all clicked for Marco. The peace he had been searching for all over the world, it wasn't in some far-off place or in someone else's words. It was inside him all along. He just had to learn how to access it by being present. I mean, just look at this transformation. It's a massive shift, isn't it? He went from having a restless mind, totally lost in the past and future, to having a quiet mind, from being sad and worried to being genuinely peaceful inside. And it all happens just by learning to live in the moment. And that, of course, brings the whole lesson right back to us. To you. As you're listening to me right now, just take a quick second. Where is your focus? Is it really here in this moment? Or is your mind wandering off to something that happened earlier or planning something for later? The story teaches us that our peace is found in the answer to that one simple question.
If this story resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd give it a like. And for more mindful stories and insights just like this one, make sure you subscribe to Mindscapes by Feizu. Thanks for being here with me. And remember, the next time your mind feels like a storm, maybe the answer isn't to fight the waves, but to just find your glass of water and focus on that.